You need the battles to turn into what you want to turn into. You need them losses to turn into what you want to turn into. You gotta go through them losses to get stronger. Just like a Saiyan, to become a Super Saiyan, they gotta lose time after time after time after time. And you'll start to realize your L's, they're not losses, they're lessons. And there's really no losses in this. You either win or you quit. And those are the only two options.
Yo, what up? Right now I'm out ATVing in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur. My mentor, Nehemiah Davis, 8-figure entrepreneur.
Listen to me, y'all. This man's gonna teach y'all just entrepreneurship, period. How to get in the game, stay in the game, and get that 6 and 7 figures, man. This man constantly investing in himself, putting himself in rooms. This is why he's on that next level. This is why he's been making this type of impact for so many years. But now that man coming out and helping y'all do it. So when Blake said, yo, I'm about to go crazy, I said, I'm looking at it. So listen, if y'all interested, getting your money right, getting your time back, and be able to scale and grow your businesses, ask the CEO, Blake. I'm telling y'all, don't look nowhere else.
Welcome to another episode of It's Credit at the Top. I'm your host, Aston CEO. I got the voice of God on the other side with me.
Hey, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Man, I got on the DBZ shirt. For one, I just wear this stuff. I probably got 2-3 episodes probably with the same shirt on. For two, because there's lessons to be learned in this stuff, man. And I feel like one of the biggest lessons in Dragon Ball Z is something that every entrepreneur needs to learn, needs to understand that this is the way that it is, this is what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And if you choose to live this life, you have to go through this. And I feel like people are avoiding it and so scared of it. And it's the number one reason why people quit. You gotta go through the battles, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be battle tested. You have to go through fight after fight.
Mm-hmm.
After fight, after fight. You gotta be bruised. You gotta be scarred. You gotta have the war wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say it's the reason why I wanted to wear my hoodie. The only reason I didn't wear this hoodie just because it's hot. And the hoodie that I had in mind to put on, it has all the sayings. Like, it's just sayings on the hoodie. Like, whereas this shirt, it got Piccolo, he's a Namek. He got Krillin on here. Krillin's a regular human.
Mm-hmm.
But it's them sayings in Dragon Ball Z. Like I know you don't watch it, but you familiar with the sayings though, right?
Nah, I just know.
The main character, all the characters that you know of, they sayings. Goku, Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
They're sayings.
Oh, yeah. I am. For sure.
So just I'm not gonna get into the whole arc of Dragon Ball Z, but just a quick story arc for the people that aren't familiar with the show at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's a show that takes the main thing, just like any movie, show, and stuff. The main place that it takes place is Earth. It has to take place on Earth, so we're interested in it as humans that live on Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have this kid named Goku. He's from a planet called Planet Vegeta. That's where the planet that all the Saiyans is from. The reason for that, because the king of Vegeta, that's his name. He's King Vegeta. He basically named the planet after himself.
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta has the people that live there. They're Saiyans. Saiyans are a warrior race.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that they live for, to be warriors and to fight. That's it. There's a bad guy named Frieza, who's basically the strongest in the universe at the time, the strongest known in the universe at the time. Frieza enslaved the Saiyans and sent the Saiyans off to all these different planets to take over and conquer planets, conquer and destroy the planets. Frieza's biggest fear is there's this legend of something called the Super Saiyan. Frieza's biggest fear is a Super Saiyan arising one day. So Frieza always kills off the strongest Saiyan babies and stuff. And then one time, Frieza's just like, F it, I'm just going to destroy the whole planet of Vegeta and just annihilate all the Saiyans. I'll never have to worry about the legend of this Super Saiyan ever becoming a thing to knock down my rise. The main character is Goku. His dad finds out that Frieza's about to destroy the world, sends Goku off in a space pod, and he just sends him off to this planet called Earth because Earth is not on Frieza's radar to destroy because Earth is a weak planet. Like, it's a planet with a bunch of weaklings. Like, there's no strong warriors on Earth. There's nothing Earth doesn't know about anything that's going on out in the galaxies and stuff. So, not advanced. Nothing. He sends them because he thinks he's going to be safe. And then my favorite character, which you're familiar with too, Vegeta. Vegeta happened to live because he was off as a little kid. He's like the strongest little kid Saiyan, and he was just off on another planet at the time, conquering it. So that's why you know of these two, Goku and Vegeta. Now, Saiyans, the reason why they keep getting stronger, and the reason why, for those that are familiar with the show, and even the ones that aren't familiar with the show, everybody's probably at least heard Super Saiyan, a scene where they power up and their hair turns blind and stuff. The reason why Saiyans get stronger and stronger and stronger to the point where they end up being the strongest in the universe, from like Goku struggling in the beginning to battle such low tier warriors, is because they get stronger after every battle, especially if they lose. If they lose, they get stronger. If they're on the brink of death, they get stronger. So that's why Frieza's like, how are these Saiyans keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger? Because Frieza's like, you beating their ass. And people think Goku wins everything. Like the first saga of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball is a different show. I'm just talking of Dragon Ball Z, the first saga, Goku loses to Vegeta. Goku's on the brink of death. Vegeta transforms into this large ape. That's why it's got some racist tones too, because all Frieza, if you really watch the show, all Frieza does is call Saiyans monkeys. Monkey, monkey, monkey. Because one of the ways that they conquered the worlds and the other planets, they would turn into these large, huge King Kong type monkey and just destroy everything if they see a full moon. That's why you cut off their tail. Like Goku's tail got cut off when he was a little kid because his grandpop saw him see the full moon or whatever. It was like, whatever. But Goku's about to die. Vegeta's this big old monkey. And he got his tail cut off. And it's like they both on the brink of death. And Vegeta like escapes out his pod or whatever. But Goku got stronger from that battle. Vegeta got stronger from that battle. Each story, whether they win or they lose, they're getting stronger. They're getting stronger. They're getting stronger. As they're getting stronger, they're training also nonstop. They're perfecting their craft nonstop. And, you know, I talk about everything in this game is about condensing time. I know I could get at this level in 5 years. How can I get to it in 5 months to 1 year instead? Go find mentors, courses, trainings, conferences, stuff like that. It condenses time to learn from people that's already, they be doing that too, because Goku, he has masters all the time. He has Master Roshi. He has King Kai, who's a teacher. Once he gets to like the strongest of the strongest, he starts to learn from gods and stuff. Like, he's always finding a teacher to collapse the time so he can get stronger faster. They got something called a hyperbolic time chamber. Hyperbolic time chamber, 1 day goes by. In a 24-hour span here, like 10 years go by when they're in the chamber. So they training for 10 years, and then when they come out, 1 day is gone by. And when they're in there, they're isolated. Like there's nothing. It's just white. For 10 years.
Man,
The,
that's
the
a lot to be taken away from Dragon Ball Z. I ain't even like you saying it out loud. I'm like, man, hold on, like that's a
Yeah, because a lot of stuff is mindset over skill set. So think you in isolation, you see nothing but a white backdrop, nonstop
Mhm,
for 10 years, and you just there with yourself, or if you in there with a training partner.
mhm,
It's just either you in there or you and one person in there. It's like you gotta master your mind. And the things that pop up for the training in the hyperbolic time chamber, it be stuff that your mind comes up with in there.
mm,
Because there's one, Vegeta's in there with his son Trunks, for example. And Trunks is telling this story about how he was seeing his father get stronger and stronger. And it was like when Trunks thought he was gonna quit and he was gonna die, like he couldn't take another second. He looked up and he sees Vegeta look like he's dying in a pool of flames. Like Vegeta's just in all these flames is all around him, and it looks like it's engulfing him, and the flames start coming like out of his mouth and out of his eye socket and stuff. So it's just fire just everywhere. And Trunks is like, then it hit him like he wasn't getting engulfed by the flames. He created the flames
mm,
with his mind, like
mhm,
in a joint or whatever. But my main thing is the battles and the battles and the battles
mhm,
to the point where they get killed. Goku's gotten killed multiple times. Vegeta's gotten killed multiple times. They get wished back by the Dragon Balls or whatever. Their strength is on a whole different tier, like
mhm,
because it's like not only did they go through battle, but it's like they died.
mhm,
And it's like they get to a point throughout the whole story arc that they get on the level of gods. It's like called one of the later transformations called like Super Saiyan God.
mm, mhm.
And here to be blue and all this
Yeah,
other stuff. Oh,
yeah.
it's one of the weaker transformations for a fan. But I'm just saying, as an entrepreneur though, it's like you gonna get tested.
Mhm.
Shit ain't easy, y'all.
Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
The shit ain't easy. You know what is easy? Waking up, going and clocking into 9 to 5. That's easy. That's why most people do it. Entrepreneurship ain't easy. It looks easy online when you see
Posting their highlight reels.
everybody posting their highlights, but you're not seeing the battles that these people go through behind the scenes. They battle tested, trust me.
Mhm.
Or you haven't seen or even if they're not going through battles right now, you haven't seen the battles that they went through to get to the point that you're seeing right now.
Right. Or even to inspire the journey that they started. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause a lot of origin stories come from the ashes. Like,
They all do.
yeah.
They all of them do. I
Mhm.
can't think of one. I can't think of one, and I like to use a lot of. I like to use a lot of cartoon or anime or movie references because that's what I'm into. That's what I like, and I learned a lot from that stuff as a kid, teenager to an adult. Like,
Mhm.
still learn from that type of stuff. Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. If you're an entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur, and you want to have numbers like this coming in your business on autopilot, you need one of two things. You need a digital product and you need a system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. So look, I put together the most supportive program and community for entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs where you instantly get access to all of my trainings, all of my resources, plus weekly live coaching calls with myself and a network of tons of other entrepreneurs for you to network with. And right now you can join completely for free. So go ahead, click the link, tap in the community, tap into the resources, tap into the program so you can get numbers like this coming in your business on autopilot. And I will see you on our coaching call this upcoming Wednesday. I intentionally fight every day to stay in touch with my inner child because that's where my dreams and imagination thrives and lives, and that's where your confidence is really.
Mhm.
You become less confident in yourself as you become an adult. When you're a kid, can't nobody tell you can't do anything. So I
Right.
fight. So that's one of the reasons why I stay watching this stuff all the time. I enjoy it and to stay tapped into that confidence of that inner child.
Mm-hmm.
But uh but every hero story arc in any story, it all starts from having something and having it all burnt down
Mm-hmm. Tragic.
to ashes.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite superhero, which I'm so happy right now, just being able to watch all this stuff. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero.
Mm-hmm.
It's since a kid. I'm drawn to Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And as a Spider-Man fan, for the Spider-Man fans out there, these last years we've been fulfilled as Spider-Man fans. Like Spider-Man's in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man came back to Marvel them years ago. You had the first Spider-Man movies, the Homecoming, it's been three Marvel Spider-Man movies are the last few years. He's been in the Avengers movies. He's in these movies. PS5 came out. You had the Spider-Man video game, the animated Into the Spideyverse with Miles Morales, and then the second Into the Spider-Verse just came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first one was hard. I haven't watched the second one yet, but the first one was fire.
The new Spider-Man video game trailer just came out for PS5. The Spider-Man game is cold, bro.
For real.
I'm talking about even if you're not into this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man games is cold. That's about to come. So I'm like, dang, get all this we just been getting Spider-Man all the time,
Mm-hmm.
these last spans of years, because there was a long time where it wasn't much Spider-Man stuff going on. But Spider-Man, he's just a happy regular kid. World gets burnt to the ground when his uncle dies.
Mm-hmm.
His uncle gets murdered, and his uncle gets murdered by somebody that he easily could have stopped from murdering him. Batman, his parents get murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Name another superhero, bro.
I'm thinking of Superman, but I don't know Superman's origin story.
Superman's such a weak superhero, bro. No, for real, because it's like, bro, you do everything. You do everything. And you broke and can't get the girl? Still?
That's the contrast, man. He lame. Superman lame. What y'all cool kids say? He ain't got no riz.
But I've never really watched Superman, so I can't tell you. I know he's from another planet. I know he's an alien. He's in a farm or something with the woman. I don't know, did the male figure die?
No.
But still, the Flash, his mother got murdered and they accused his father for it, and his father has life in prison.
Mm.
And the Flash's whole being as a person is to get his pops out of prison. That's why he becomes a forensic scientist.
Mm. Mm.
The Flash is 9 to 5. He's a forensic scientist for the police.
Mm-hmm.
He started studying it so he could prove his father was innocent through evidence and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets the powers. His whole time is, and then he realizes he can run fast enough to bend time and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna just go back in time and stop it from happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything gets messed up, like some butterfly effect type stuff, and he starts to get into all these different parallels of the same universe and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're always trying to fix stuff. Iron Man, yeah, he's rich as hell, but his parents got murdered. It's awesome. Yeah, it's regular superhero art.
It's like they sit down and be like, all right, guys, we already know we got to kill their parents. What's next?
Yeah, they introduce kids to tragedy young. We don't understand. Most people don't understand. You don't have an original thought.
Right.
Every single thought you have, period, it's someone else's thought or someone else's idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can think that you can do your best, and I do my absolute best to form my own thoughts. But at the root of my free thinking is somebody else's idea that they planted
Mm-hmm.
from something else. That's why Kanye can sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm a free thinker. I'm a free thinker," but he'll say he's a free thinker, and then his examples for his thought will be his free thought will be somebody else's thought that they told him,
Right.
and he chooses to agree or disagree with it.
Yeah.
Like I remember when he was going on that wave of his last cancellation, some of his thoughts was coming from like Candace Owens and like some of the things he
Mhm.
was saying. I'm like, that's the same as that stuff Candace Owens said about George Floyd
Mm-hmm.
and her documentary and stuff. Did you know that this happened about George Floyd and blah blah blah? Guys, we gotta think. I'm like, you're not thinking.
Right.
You just formed a relationship with her and you've been listening to her.
And now you're regurgitating.
Yeah, so with that power, that's why I'm like, since I know this already, let me find some people's whose thoughts that I want to choose to have this thought system for this time.
Mm-hmm.
And I listen to them all the time. That's why I don't listen to certain people anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't follow certain people that I used to. I've introduced some people to you that I'll be like, yo, they got some dope information. And you've heard me say, like, I don't listen to them people no more.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they don't give me what I'm needing for right now. And I'm like, I don't want to have that thought process.
Because we're always being influenced. Always.
Yeah. Like always. So I just choose who I want to be influenced by.
Mm-hmm.
But the battles of the Dragon Ball Z, especially of the Saiyans, specifically Saiyans, that's what I'm talking about, the Saiyans, because it's like they got to go through fight after fight after fight after battle after battle after battle, and it's just like they get stronger. They're like the only thing in the universe that this is what their people are designed to do. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, somebody else might get stronger or smarter or remember something from a battle, but it's like, no, they actually physically get stronger after they heal. That's why they have these healing chambers. If you've ever seen on my stories or something, I'll post like a video of Goku submerged in water with like
Mm-hmm.
he's in the healing chamber. He got beat the fuck. And then it's like they put him in this healing chamber because it speeds up the healing process. So there's this one part there in Planet Namek where Piccolo's from. This like the Planet Namek saga. When before he turns into a Super Saiyan and battles with Vegeta, he gets beat the fuck. Like, and Vegeta's his enemy, but he realizes he's his best hope.
Mm-hmm.
So they put him in the healing chamber. Cause they like if we can just fend off till Goku get right.
Right.
Like,
It's over. Yeah.
Like let's just try our best, cause as strong as I seen he is, he gonna be strong,
Mm-hmm.
way stronger once he get right. But if he just heals regularly, shoot, he might be in a coma for a month out the gate. Then his body gonna have to it's like it'll be a year before he can walk.
Yeah.
Type of stuff. Like, whereas this healing chamber, if we can just
Give him 3 hours.
2 days, like 2 days, like let's just not get killed.
Right.
And punch, run and hide until he can get right. Cause he's getting stronger while he's healing, cause he's been through it.
Mm-hmm.
He's been through it. Like as an entrepreneur, you're gonna come through these patches. And I don't even want to call it rough patch, because that can be
Yeah, that's that ain't doing it as service, it's just due.
yeah, like a little. You're gonna get some little rough patches.
A rough patch
I'm
is
like,
stepping in shit. That's a rough patch.
Nah, I mean, you going through like you're gonna go through the Squid Games,
Man, for real.
but nobody talks about that side of it.
Mm-hmm.
They just, hey, you want to be your own boss? You want? And here's the thing too: the word boss is like glamorized,
Mm-hmm.
but a boss, if you are a true boss, when you go through these rough patches too, you got to make sure that people that you paying get paid.
Mm.
Sometimes you don't got nothing. You don't have nothing to pay people with,
Yeah. Yep.
and then depending on who the person is or what relationship you have with that person or how much money that they actually make, you may have to go borrow some stuff somewhere just to pay people.
Mm-hmm.
You going in the hole just to pay people.
Mm-hmm.
That's a boss. I know everybody like I'm bossed up. Like 98% of people that's walking around bragging about being bossed up ain't bosses at all.
Right.
You just do things that a responsible adult does every single day, and you think that you a boss.
Mm-hmm.
I pay my own bills. I pay for my car. I feed myself.
Mm-hmm.
I take care of my kids. I'm a boss.
Like what?
No, you're a human adult.
Right. You're adulting.
You're not bossed up.
Yeah.
You take care of your responsibilities.
Good job.
That's not a boss.
Yeah.
But how you said the influence, people have been influenced and manipulated to feel as if they're boss through entertainers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Ross, boss.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce, boss.
Mm-hmm.
Where my boss bitches? A bunch of rappers who ain't bosses.
Right. That part.
Talking about being a boss. No, the boss generates the boss pays everybody. The boss don't get paid by you. The boss pays everybody.
Right. The boss name on the check.
Yeah, I'm like uh dang, why can't I think of the name right now? Give me the name when I say he owns music.
Oh, Lucian.
Lucian Grange.
Mm-hmm.
Lucian Grange, the boss.
Yeah, boss of all bosses.
Lucian Grange, the boss, not the rapper showing you gaudy jewelry and stacks of money
Right.
and bottles of liquor and prescription drugs. It's Lucian Grange. He's the ones that pays him to show you all that stuff.
Exactly.
Lucian Grange don't show you all the stuff. Lucian Grange pays everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Lucian Grange pays Drake.
Handsomely.
And I'm not saying Drake's not a boss. Because Drake definitely is a boss. But it's levels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you can I'm sure Drake has businesses and stuff that he's a boss of.
Mm-hmm.
But a true boss, he can cut it off.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm just like, everybody, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Yeah, I'm a boss. Where my boss bitch? Yeah, I'm a boss, bro. I take care of mine.
It's just
you're not
the
boss, bro.
the fiending for the title. Like people just be fiending for titles and their perception of power, bro. It's
But everybody that runs around, if you truly had to be a boss, all them people running around saying I'm a boss, they will cry themselves to sleep.
yeah, for sure.
I take care of my kids. Imagine if you had 30 other families to take care of too.
Mm-hmm. Shit, imagine
That's
two
what
other
that's what
families.
your
3.
that's what your boss, whoever, I take care of my kids, I pay my own bills, I do this, whatever. The person that pays you to do that, how many other people are they paying to do that?
Right.
That's boss.
5,000 families.
Families starve if the boss don't show up.
Mm-hmm.
The country collapses if the bosses don't show up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's some real responsibility on any level, whether you got one employee or 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some boss for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, I'm Aston CEO, and I've been able to do numbers like this in my business with just one digital product. But it's not about how much came in, it's about how much that I missed out on from information that I did not have. Literally millions. And I do not want the same thing to happen to you along your entrepreneurial journey. So look, I put together the most supportive program and community for entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs looking to generate more online in their business. And I'm giving you my entire system, and system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money so you can make more in your business while working less and have numbers like this coming in on autopilot. So look, go ahead and click the link and instantly get access to all of my trainings, all of my resources, plus weekly live coaching calls with myself and the community of other entrepreneurs that you can network with, partner with, and profit with. So go ahead, click the link, tap in. Right now you can join completely for free, and I will see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. Boss ain't got nobody to blame when stuff goes wrong. You gotta take that. Even stuff within your business breaks down and you got other people for stuff, it's still the boss's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Shelly stole this much money from the company. The boss hired Shelly. Shelly calls a project to go bad at work. You get to point to the boss and say it's Shelly's fault. See the difference?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it ain't.
So,
But people be wanting just the glamorous side of everything. Like you can't just take it. You can't just take it like that. You got to take it with the bad too, or the dark side of the moon, because what you gonna do when you mess around? You got a team full of people, like you said, whether it's 1 or 1,000, and you got some slow months in your business. But you still gotta pay. You still gotta provide.
mm-hmm.
What you
But
gonna
another thing you said though, you said people's want the glamorized things. You also said something about like a power dynamic. They want the perception of power.
Oh yeah,
Something like
fiending.
that.
Yeah, fiending for the perception of power. Mm-hmm.
That's a weird one to me. I understand it, but to me personally, I don't want no power.
Well, I mean, but you got it though.
Not like that's why I say those people that want to be like the people that truly want to be billionaires and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a power thing.
For sure.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. I don't think Elon Musk wants no power. I think that's why I'm saying like I think a lot of them want power. I really think Elon is just whether he's doing it or not doing it. One reason why I rock with Elon, he really, really believes that he is aiding humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I really think he believes that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I really think this dude just wants to get people to Mars. That's it.
Yeah, and it's going.
And for whatever the case, he thinks that is going to benefit humanity.
And he gonna do it too.
And I was listening to an interview. He was saying, people think that somebody asked him, because you know I will be like, oh man, all rich people gonna leave us on Earth and go to Mars. It's the escape. That's the escape plan. I was watching an interview. They asked Elon that, and he was basically like, He basically was like, you understand, like the possibilities of death on your journey to Mars is high. So for the people that actually make it, they don't die along the way. Once you get there, if you don't die once you get there, that's another thing. It's like, if you don't die once you get there, because he's like, dang, this is going to be Mars. Nothing's developed.
Right.
So for the initial people that get there that don't, if you don't die on the way there, if you don't die once you get there, because I didn't understand this either. You can't just, Elon said he can't just start a rocket right now and get to Mars. It has to be done at a specific time due to Earth's orbit and Mars's orbit around the sun. So it's like this one time, or possibly this one time, in a year, this one day, you can even go.
Right.
It ain't going. He's like, it ain't like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. You want to go on Tuesday, 11:30, or like how we can get a flight or something, or Uber. Like, I won't go right now.
Or a meteor's coming, y'all. Everybody go to the Mars mission. Like, this is what we've been waiting on.
I didn't know this because you're thinking. Because, think you see a movie or something, or you go watch Guardians of the Galaxy or something, they whipping the shit. Elon's like, nah. They're shooting a ship up, and then they're shooting it at the direction of Mars.
Right, like throwing a football or any type of pass. It's like,
you're like, once it's up there, they ain't whipping it. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be done at a time where, like, and he's like, and think Earth's orbit is different than Mars's orbit, so it has to be done like in this time frame. So all the maths. So whereas it hits and lands, he's like, if you land at this time, he's like, you're gonna mess around and land on Jupiter. You don't want to land on Jupiter. You're gonna die. You land on Jupiter.
Bro, one of my favorite.
Like instantly, you're gonna die. Like I like just gravity and shit. You ain't gonna be able to land because it's just gonna smash.
Yeah.
Like
Jupiter's gravity is crazy. I've been watching these like simulations. They be showing like what certain things
with the car crashes and stuff.
I'll be like, God.
So he's like, take account of that. Then once you do land's barren. He's like, there's nothing there.
Right.
Like, so how are people to do it? So he's like, so if that's a rich person's escape plan, then yes.
Look.
And I was like, dang, don't nobody think of
all
that aspect of it.
And we don't know if somebody gonna hop out and be like, hey, what you doing? What you doing in my yard, bro?
Yeah, so it's like once people are able to get there, he's like, it's gonna be some time.
Yeah.
So it's like he's really thinking like, once I'm gone type stuff. But with that, the reason why I said the power thing you was thinking about though, even with the Saiyans, I think the main character, Dragon Ball Z, which he always ends up being like Goku, just seems to always be coming up to the task of beating the new super villain that's threatening the universe and whatever the thing, right? Goku has no sense for power. Like Vegeta used to, because he came from that conquering stuff. He wanted to be the best, conquer planets and all this stuff. And then it just became a personal thing with him to get stronger than Goku. Like the sense of power left. He just want to get stronger than Goku because he feels like he should be the one because he's the prince of all Saiyans and he was destined to be the one. It just always seems like Goku just always one-ups him. And it was like, he's like, all right, fuck this power stuff. I just want to be better than him. So it's like they're becoming this strength, whereas all the people that they're fighting against, they got this power. They want this power to control the universe type stuff. All they want to do is get better.
Hmm. Yeah, bro.
That's
Dragon Ball. And you got me looking at Dragon Ball Z completely different. Like so many gems in there, bro. I'm just thinking boys just want to fight and just be the coldest fighter, but like there's a lot to take away from that.
but the sayings though, it does get as simple as that though. All they want to do is fight and get better.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? All those battles, all those wars that they get stronger with, they also love to fight.
Mm-hmm.
They looking forward to the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Like they ain't like, all right, man, I got another battle to do.
Right. Yeah, and that goes back
They
to,
like,
to what you said like a long time ago, and it always stuck with me, and this is how I live now. Like I look forward to the nose. I look forward to getting turned down. I feel like okay, now I'm one step closer to the yes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's like, say that Goku or Vegeta, they'll have like, they'll come across a threat that they've never experienced before, and
Mhm.
they'll see a power that they've never even thought was possible to have a living being be this strong.
Mm-hmm.
And in their brain, they're like, wow, I've never seen nothing like. If they've never seen nothing like that, they don't know if they're that strong.
Mm-hmm.
They get excited and start smiling and stuff
Mm-hmm.
because they're like, oh, get to test my limits.
Right, yeah. Right.
All right, this is gonna be. Let's go.
Like playing one on
And
one
it-
against the best player, like to see where your game is.
But a lot of people ain't like that.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't want to play the best in ones.
because they're afraid to get exposed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Most people, most hoopers, they don't want to see they.
Man, bro, that just made me think about it, bro. Like, bro, that's the difference between most people. If I feel like the best look to get exposed because it exposed their weaknesses so they can work on and be better, versus the other side, they're afraid to be exposed because it exposes their weaknesses and they don't want it to be seen.
Facts. And on another level, not even on the deeper level of wanting to get exposed so you know what you can work on. It's just I call it, I, damn, what did I call it on that one episode we did? It's like irrational confidence. It's the irrational confidence level of it also.
Mm.
So whereas in your mind, you think you have a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So when your hoop analogy is like that hooper that's really, he thinks, I think I'm that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check ball.
Yeah, that's real. Cause you already know how I feel about Kobe. If me and Kobe was playing ones, bro, I'm like, I'm about to beat you, bro. Like, you gotta show me. And maybe at the end I'd be like, yeah, that is Kobe. But while we in it, bro, I'm about to step back you to death, bro. Like,
I know at the time with me with basketball, if I was lacing up with Kobe, my mentality would be just don't let me get the ball.
mm-hmm.
Cause I know he gonna start off on offense. I know he ain't gonna just ranking, I know he gonna get ball first.
Yeah. That's
My
what
whole
that's what
thing is
Kyrie
gonna
was saying. You gotta
my whole
guard,
thinking
bro.
my whole thinking gonna be just don't miss. Cause if I get a shot, if I get a chance, my whole thing would just be just don't miss.
Mm-hmm.
That irrational confidence, bro. It's just like the playoffs, game 7s tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Heat and Celtics, which I think Celtics gonna win. First ever 3-0 comeback.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Jimmy B, man.
But Heat and Celtics, right? All Jaylen Brown's been saying, don't let us get one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said going into game 4 when they was down 3-0. Don't let us get one. They won it. Then it was like, then in the post game, he said, don't let us get one. What's the mindset? He said, they just better not let us get another one. Look, if you don't want to be an entrepreneur and have numbers like this coming in your business with just one digital product, just keep on scrolling. This ain't for you. But if you are the entrepreneur and you're looking for the information, you're looking for the resources, the training, and the tutelage to grow and scale your business online, this is a place that you need to be. I put together the most supportive program and community for entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs looking to generate more income online in their business. Plus, I'm giving you my entire framework and system. SYSTEM stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, to where you do the work one time, implement it into the system, and the system works for you 24/7, 365, so you can make more in your business while working less. So look, go ahead, click the link, join the program, and get instant access to all of my trainings, all of my resources, plus a community of like-minded individuals just like yourself that you can network with. And right now you can join completely for free. So go ahead, click the link, tap into the community, tap into the resources, and I will see you on our coaching call this upcoming Wednesday. I know you, Kobe. In my eyes, the GOAT. If you miss a shot, don't let me get it. Don't let me get the ball.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I be wanting is an opportunity. And it's like how the sayings are. They just be like, all right, I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let me get a shot in.
Yeah, for real.
And it's like your limits get pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, a part how you use the example of wanting to get exposed so you know what to work on, they be in life or death situations.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that I want to see what I need to work on. It's they're excited knowing that there's a great chance they're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
And they get excited because they're like, oh, I get to see how strong I really am. Because when that you don't got a choice kicks in, something from within that you didn't know existed, you can tap into.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Goku became the Super Saiyan. He didn't know he had that.
Right.
It came out because he needed it.
Mm-hmm. Yup, man.
When Vegeta became a Super Saiyan, he didn't know he had it. It came out when he needed it.
Mm-hmm.
When Gohan became a Super Saiyan, it came out when he needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm about to die. And each one of them, it came from a sense of pain too. Because Goku, when Goku became a Super Saiyan, it happened. Frieza, strongest in the universe, yes. Battling, tough, yes. The pain hit. It's like Goku couldn't beat him, and then Frieza was just doing evil stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Killed Krillin, the little bald head dude.
Mm-hmm.
Brought him up in the air for no reason, and just killed him, made him explode. That rage made Goku tap into something, and then the first ever Super Saiyan transformation where the hair turned blonde, eyes turned green, all that type of stuff happened. Because it was like, I have to beat you or you're going to kill everybody.
Right.
You just killed my best friend for no reason. Vegeta became a Super Saiyan. Vegeta, like I said, it stopped being a power thing. It was, I want to be better than him. Vegeta doesn't know. Vegeta goes to some planet that literally has it's not inhabitable for living creatures. No people, humans, aliens, nothing. He goes out here to this planet in the middle of nowhere to train. The only thing there, the gravity's crazy. It's like you can't walk. There's monsters and stuff everywhere, like that he's fighting and killing. And it gets to a point where Vegeta's isolated on this planet, and he's literally about to die because of the conditions of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he transformed. Because it was like if you don't muster up something, you're gonna die alone on this planet
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of nowhere that the sun don't even hit type. That don't have no bright stars or nothing. It's just dark.
Mm-hmm.
When Gohan became a Super Saiyan, it became like a same thing. Like I got to, or like his story arc. There's a Super Saiyan 2 or whatever. When he beats Cell, it's like I have to, or you're going to destroy the planet, everybody I love. And he's thought of that, and it's like when you ain't gotten no back against the wall. So
Right.
why I say the entrepreneurs that people be seeing that's winning and stuff, or that won on a super high level, or something that you aspire to be, they've all had that point too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn, what am I gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
And when they break through, it be like, wow, to everybody else. But I'm like, if you really knew that story from when they hit that point of like, what the fuck, bro?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, they have to do it. Like this, you have to go Super Saiyan or you gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody got them stories. But most people don't get to them because they scared to fucking fight.
Mm-hmm.
They scared to get punched. You can't go into a battle if you scared to get punched.
Right.
You can't go into the battle, you scared to lose.
Yeah, because you're gonna lose.
You gonna lose.
You're gonna lose.
And then they just quit and just go back to the safety. The safety is just doing what everybody else is doing and complaining all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
And blaming all motherfuckers that strapped up their boots and got to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I even noticed as a kid. Like that's something I learned from my pops. I'm like, my pops always moved with a different sense of confidence because he wasn't scared. He wasn't scared of hand-to-hand confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
There was never a time in my pop's life to this day where he's been afraid of the possibility of hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
You move with a different sense of confidence in the world.
Mm-hmm.
My pops got a strong case of I wish a motherfucker would.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen that grow. I'm like, he ain't. Not saying that I ain't no tough guy, but I'm not scared of the threat
Right.
of somebody putting their hands on me neither.
Right.
Just a lot of people, just in general, walk around the world like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell with social media. You can tell the people that's not scared of a possibility of a fight because they're respectful on social media because you've been in fights and you know your mouth can get you into some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell how many people out there ain't never been in no fight or no battle or no war because they just go on and just say stuff that like, oh, okay, you have a strong disrespect for people because you've never got your ass beat.
Mm-hmm. That's simple.
Yeah, I ain't saying like whooping on no little kid like ass beat. I mean like you ain't never really got punched in the face before. You don't know how that feels. It hurts. Like I don't think I've been through anything that hurts more than getting punched in the face. Like in my life, I've broken my neck, bro.
Mm.
I broke my neck. I had collapsed lung, bro. I don't think I've been through anything in my life that hurts more than getting punched in the face with people watching.
Yeah. That part.
Not just strangers and people you know watching.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt. It physically hurts. Then that's like an internal.
Yeah, that's the pain for real. Like
it's an internal like. Shame. And long after people don't forget, people are going to forget you got punched in the face like in a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to sit with you like,
Yeah.
why you talking to me? He think he can talk to me all funny because he seen me get punched in the face. Now you getting aggressive with him for no reason. Now you starting to ask him questions for no. What you think my hands don't work, bro? I just asked if you want another. I just said, oh, you ain't trying to drink because you don't want another beer. I ain't saying like I ain't dissing you. I offered you a beer. You said you was cool. I was like, oh, you ain't trying to drink. What you mean I ain't trying to drink? You think I can't drink?
You think I'm weak? You offering me a beer? What, you ain't got no tequila? I can't handle
You ain't got no
tequila?
shots? Nah, bro, we just chilling watching football game. I thought you just want to sip on a brew or something. Damn, bro.
Man. Oh, you handed me a cup, huh? Oh, you don't think I'm tough enough to drink out the bottle?
In your head, motherfucker gonna see me get punched.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, y'all go through the battles, man. The battles, you need the battles to turn into what you want to turn into. You need them losses to turn into what you want to turn into. The entrepreneur, the successful entrepreneur, the person that has a lot of life-changing income for you, yourself, for your family, that's gonna have a lot of impact with your influence on the masses of people. You gotta go through them losses to get stronger. Just like a Saiyan, to become a Super Saiyan, they gotta lose time after time after time after time. And you'll start to realize your L's, they're not losses, they're lessons. And there's really no losses in this. You either win or you quit.
Mm.
And those are the only two options.